I am Steve Breaker of Worthwhile Films, and in this section we're going to talk about, hopefully you've already seen, talking about goals, and we're going to talk about how to take those goals and plan for the project, for the video project. Looking at your goals, you want to figure out what kind of video is going to work. You may already have this in mind, but are you looking at a straight talk, straight to the camera, like this? A vlog would probably be a version of what we're doing right here. Minimal editing, maybe no editing. A slideshow or PowerPoint type thing is not uncommon. Documentary, which is what I do, where basically you're using other people's words to get your points across. Drama, narrative, demonstration for training or whatever. All kinds of creative, wacky alternatives that I won't go into because there are a million ways to make a video, and yours is going to be different. This is more on what the video wants to be. Does it want to be casual? Does it want to be formal? Is it a informational piece? Kind of on the other end of that, is it a propaganda piece? Short term, is it something that's trying to meet a short-term goal? Is it a piece that would like to be timeless? You know, it's possible to do pieces that are not going to lose their shine in 6 months. Is it a standalone piece? Is it integrated in a series of other videos, in which case you might, like this is, in which case you might want to have some look at the similarities and take similar or complementary approaches. Is it being integrated into a website scenario where you to the point where you want to consider color and design elements in the video that will go along with that? Do you want it to be a homebrew piece? Do you want it to be a slick piece? And I'd encourage you to stay on this homebrew end. If you're beginning at this, don't. The more you try to be slick, the more it's likely to fall on its face. Again, that's one of those rules that can be broken successfully, but you want to do it with purpose and kind of know know what your limitations are, know what your equipment's limitations are, know what your audience's limitations are. How are you going to reach your audience? We talk about the technical aspects a little in a different piece, but there's online, YouTube, Facebook, embedded on your website are obvious places where most videos want to be, regardless of where else they are. Podcast, mobile devices. There's still a place for DVD distribution, targeted mail, handouts, broadcast, public access, other media, and you want to plan for all of those, and you also want to plan for the promotion of the video or how the video is going to be used in concert with other materials to promote your organization, event, idea. Next, you want to look at what resources you have, and this goes to budget and also just what's available to you. Staff time and skills are very important. Staff time is often something that needs to be considered on a budgetary level. Volunteers and pro bono help. Getting appropriate training for your equipment can be very helpful. Again, depending what you're doing, I've had projects where a client is going overseas for a period to shoot something. There's no possibility of funding or of bringing a professional there, but with good training, you can go a long way towards having great material that can be edited into a good program. Are you going to use music? Are you going to use graphics? What kinds of resources do you have for that? One of my little things I love to do is get music that is relevant to a topic, get musicians that are involved in the organization, play around with that. What equipment do you have? What equipment do you need to budget for? And we talk about equipment a little bit elsewhere, but I will just throw it in again here. there's all kinds of things you can use, but if you're actually getting equipment to do a video, you should have the ability to plug a microphone into it. You should have a microphone, either a clip-on microphone like this, or you could use a handheld news-style microphone, but you need to consider using other than the camera microphone, and a tripod, which is what is making this picture so still here. So that's just a look at some of the resources you need. Budget will include staff time, travel and incidentals, cost for any outside help. And then on the other side of that, seeking grants or donations as needed. It's often possible to get grants specifically for a video or other communications piece from for the purpose of getting out a particular message. Once you've put all this together and you've got, if you need your budget approved, you've got that, the next step will be to write out what it is you want the piece to be, visualize what the program is going to look like for yourself. I realize that it's all going to change, but I recommend that you be as detailed as you can. Even if you're doing a documentary, make up the things that a particular person might say, just so that you can have a feeling for how the piece will look and sound. Write it all down in some form that's comfortable to you. That might be an outline, it might be a storyboard with little drawn pictures of things, it might be a treatment, which is basically a description, a non-detailed description of how the piece flows. Or for some kinds of pieces, it might actually be a script. But it's just important that that's a planning document that's for you, and it should be something you're comfortable with.